Chandler Cole is my next guest, and you can see him fight this Saturday, January the 30th, for Showcase MMA16 when he meets Derrick Weaver. Chandler, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Now, this camp is in the books now. I mean, you're still getting the sweat in right now, but tell me how this camp has been, and the fight is this Saturday.
Phenomenal, man. A lot of people don't realize this, but I've been working since September. Had a lot of stuff go on. Hit rock bottom, man. Honestly, I was probably weighing like 320 pounds in September, and just life happened. Just lost some things that I had no control over, and then it was like one of them things where it's like because I have that competitive mindset, right? And even though I fought for it, I still lost, and I'll just leave it at that. But the only thing I could fall back on was the grind, man. It was just training, and I took a fight in November. I was on weight, I was ready to go, and it got canceled. My opponent tested positive for COVID, so I just never stopped. I just kept training, and now I'm sitting right around. I have to weigh myself after this, but I weighed myself earlier, and I was like 256, and I've shredded 65 pounds. Roughly, I walk between 253 and 260, just depending on how many carbs I'm taking that day, and I just feel amazing, man. I feel amazing. I could take this week off and kind of just go slow, but no one's in the gym. We got practice later, but I just want to sweat, man. I just want to work because I know what got me to where I am at today, and how much I've slacked the last couple of years. And I'm just that Chandler's the Chandler that turned pro, that went up to heavyweight and was just that lazy heavyweight. He's gone, and I'm excited for people to see what I've been working on.
Now, obviously, you're a professional athlete, so training is that just comes easy to you to get in there on a regular basis. But when you lost all that weight, what was your diet like? What were you doing to really stay disciplined to cut down that 65 pounds?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like at first, just like I said, I hit rock bottom, man. So I really wasn't. This sounds bad, but I wasn't really eating a lot. But then, I just, when I would eat, it ain't that I was hungry. I just knew I had to eat. I was like, if I don't eat, like, this can be a bad day. So I just started, telling myself that, hey, if I can't fix this, then I want to fix my career. And I would just eat like, instead of going to Subway and just getting, garbage, I would eat like, a salad, or, instead of stopping at McDonald's, I just quit that and just started stopping at, here. You just got to stop the nonsense. Like, what's wrong, what's right. Just, you have to pick the right foods. And then in the last month, one of my teammates bought me a rice cooker, and I just started meal prepping. So I eat, red meat. Red meat helps with testosterone. And then, you gotta eat your vegetables. I try taking a lot of vegetables, a lot of broccoli, a lot of kale, a lot of spinach. And then just rice, man, white rice for carbs and stuff. And you just got to make smart choices. There's no science behind it. I hate when people's like, well, I do the keto diet, or no, just exercise and eat good. Like, yeah, there are things that are going to shape you the way you want, but at the end of the day, if you just eat correct and you exercise, you won't be fat. You'll lose weight. And stay consistent and disciplined.
I do follow you on social media, and you did say that you had a really rough second half of 2020. Is there anything you can point to? I mean, I don't want to get too personal with you, but is there maybe a reason that you kind of went down that path, or was just like a culmination of COVID and everything happening? Because there was really a lot of people that were just depressed this last year, and rightfully so.
I feel like I would be super selfish to say, oh, my 2020 was worse than anyone else. I feel like it would be a very selfish mindset on me. But just, MMA Junkie done an article on me. I lost my grandfather back in April. He was the first victim of COVID in my area. Like, my area hadn't been hit in so long, and he passed away. And it's not even that I'm not going to sit here and say that we were super close. Anyone who knows me knows that me and him wasn't super close, but just, my mom was adopted, and that was her real dad. And when we got a little older, he came back around and was in our lives and stuff. And, he hadn't really made the right choices in life, but toward the end, he had a stroke a couple years ago. And when he came back and was around, he kind of changed his life for the better. And I was super proud of him on the changes that he had made. And just to know where he was in life when he did pass away was kind of relieving, but still sad because you're used to growing up and just hearing how much of a heathen he was. And heathen's one of those Southern words too. But he was just a wild man, and just to know that he had made things right and became a better person, that's really relieving. But it still hurts to lose him. And then on top of that, I had that grappling match. They thought I had COVID. I had a quarantine, tested negative, and then I got rhabdo. I don't know if you know what rhabdomyolysis is. It's like something that hits your kidneys when basically you start to break down like tons of muscle. Like I said, I went up to 320 and I started doing like CrossFit workouts. So I had a lot of breakdown of my muscle, which passes through your kidneys and through your urine. Well, I was also dehydrated, so it set up kidney failure. So then I was out for 2 weeks for that. And then my grappling match, things started to look up. Well, the guy I grappled had COVID. So then I got COVID, and just one thing after another. And then I'm not going to get too personal into it, but my little family that I had kind of just things didn't work out and really just hit rock bottom. And I just told myself, I can't fix my family. I want to fix my career. And I just started one day at a time, just telling myself I want to better myself. I want to become a better person, because I'm not going to say I was a bad person, but at the same time, like everyone has their little manipulation things they do, little spiteful things. And I just told myself I want to be better. I just wanted to be a better person, a better athlete. And, that's one thing I get to prove this Saturday. Me being a better person just shows every day. Me being a better athlete, that shows this Saturday, and the world gets to see what I've been working up, and I'm just super excited to show everybody what I've been doing.
Well, I know you got a lot of people that are excited to see you climb back into the cage again. I'm sorry for your loss of your grandfather, and what a difficult 2020 it sounds like it was for you.
Yeah.
You do have
back in November, and I hate to add, I don't want to say it's a disaster, and back in November my friend got shot and killed. Like it just, a lot of things just on top of each other. But I don't want a pity party. I just want to show people, like, no matter how hard life gets, if you just be optimistic and you stay positive, like, you could be right here. You just got to keep moving forward. Times get hard, life gets hard, but tough times don't last, but tough people do. So.
Yeah, very well said. Well, again, the next step to, I guess, your resurrection and just everything is this Saturday, climbing into that cage. Tell me, man, what outside of MMA do you really like to do? I know we talked before we went live. You're a Patriots fan just like me, so I love that. What other hobbies do you have?
I'm actually a corrections officer at a maximum prison, but that's not my favorite thing I like doing. It just pays the bills. But I'm also a head wrestling coach in my hometown, the school that I graduated from. I actually got them tattooed on my arm, Eastside Spartans. I'm very loyal to my community as far as like the Coburn community. I coach, like I said, head wrestling coach, and then I'm the assistant football coach. And I just like giving back, man. If I didn't have the coaches I had in high school, I really don't know where I'd be. It's funny because I work in a prison, but in high school I had a mom, a dad, a brother, and a sister in prison. so I just feel like I turned out pretty good. So I just like to give back to the community and help as many kids as I can, because I know if it wasn't for like the one or two coaches that really like put their self into me, I don't know where I'd be. So very thankful for them and for the opportunities I was granted with. So love giving back.
Of course. That sounds like you really are doing some amazing things in the community there. I have to ask this. It's a two-part question. Do any of the inmates at the prison know that you're a professional heavyweight fighter? And if so, have any of them tried to, I guess, test themselves against you in there? How has that been?
They're not stupid. They know. I mean, they just I personally don't tell them, because that's we're not allowed to fraternize with them, so I keep it super professional. But they know, and they crack little jokes and stuff. But I just live by I do my job. I don't go in there. I don't make their day worse. I don't make their day what I would say better. I just go in there with my attitude, man. I go in there. It is a prison, but I just try to stay positive. And if and it's contagious. Being positive is very contagious, just like being negative is. If you go anywhere and you're, all smiles and you're just, you do your job. They know what they're in there for. They know what they have to do. So none of them's tested me. They kind of know, where they're at. We're not a little prison. We're a very we have a really good structured prison. Air Major is awesome, and I hope you don't see this because he'll be like, "Oh, he's sucking out." But nah, we have a really good ran prison, and of course things happen. But I feel like compared to the rest of the world, we're very thankful. I'm very thankful for where I work.
That's good. So the Super Bowl is next Sunday. Patriots fan, just like myself. You got Tom Brady on one side, and you got the Chiefs on the other side. Give me a prediction, man. Who wins, and what's the score?
It's really hard to beat Patrick Mahomes. He is the man, but I will never go against Tom Brady. I think he's the best postseason player of all time. So I say the Bucks by 10.
Okay, I'm not mad at that at all. I think it's going to be a little bit closer, but I'm going with Brady. There's no way I could go against him. He's my guy, so I'm just hoping for a good, exciting game. All right, Showcase MMA 16 in Kingston, Tennessee goes down this Saturday. What's the event going to be like? Are there going to be fans in the stands, or is it going to be pretty much?
There is, and it's Kingsport. Kingsport, Tennessee. Yeah, Kingsport, Tennessee. Where there, you say Kingston.
Did I? Oh, okay. My bad.
Kingsport, but no, it's at a Meadowview Convention Center, and dude, it's an amazing venue. It's super, super nice, and it's huge. Usually they hold like home shows, like, where you go in and you look at bathtubs and like ceiling fans and stuff like that. And you're talking about holding like 5,000 people, if not more, way more. But I think they limited it to 700, which still sounds like a lot. But when they're all spread out, it's, hopefully they still make some noise, but I'm not too worried about as far as they've done this before. This is their second show. So this is definitely something they've already this is like their third show. So this is like something they've already done before. They haven't had an outbreak. Nothing crazy's happened. So I think we'll be all right as far as and all the precautions. Tennessee's governor, he finally tightened up. He was a Republican, he was kind of like, y'all do whatever you want. But here in the last couple of weeks, I guess he's tightened up a little bit. But yeah, they got to check your temperature. You got to wear a mask. Your group can sit together, but each seats, are 6 feet apart. So, because it didn't make no sense for you to ride in a car beside someone and then have to sit, 5 or 6 feet away from that person when you just sat beside, 2 feet away. So as far as that goes, I think the precautions and stuff are going to be really good. And 700 people is a lot of people, man.
Yeah, you're going to hear some loud screaming fans, I'm sure. Now, as far as your COVID testing goes, do you have to get cleared? Do you have to take so many tests before you're actually cleared to fight?
No. That's no precautions like that. But we all have to. Of course, you all have to do like the, if you had symptoms, have you, which I had COVID back in August. I had it. So if you have it, you're not going to want to fight. It's just, so if you have symptoms or if you, go about it in a way, you're running a temperature or anything, and all of us have to wear masks at all times until we get to the cage. Mm-hmm. So if it was, given to someone during a fight, you're at least going to keep it limited. Like, you're not going to be giving it to everybody because we all have to, even in the locker rooms, we got to stay separated. So
what were your symptoms like when you had COVID?
Well, at first I was told, hey, the person I was around was like, hey, I have COVID. So I was fine. I was like, I ain't got it. Ain't no way. I don't think I can get it. I think I'm immune to it. And then Monday morning rolled around and I was like, oh, nope, I definitely got it. I definitely got it. They called me that day and they was like, hey, your test came back and you're positive. And I was like, yeah, I can't breathe. It felt like a cinder block was in my chest. And every time I stood up to go walk somewhere, it's like, I was like, man, I just really want to sit down. I don't want to get up. It's real lazy. Definitely could tell I was sick. Definitely didn't want to get up and do anything. But, vice versa, I had the flu earlier in the year, and I really thought I was going to die. I sat in my bed and contemplated. I was like, hey, God, if you decide to take me, much love. I'll see you when I get there. So the flu was way worse, but definitely something that I knew I had. And I could see how it affects people who maybe might not have as good as health as me.
Sure. Well, I'm very happy to hear that you're back to 100% now, obviously, and you have this fight this Saturday against Derrick Weaver, who's 6-6. I got to imagine you're a fairly big favorite here in this fight. When you look at the matchup, how do you like it?
I like it. I think he's good everywhere. He's not great anywhere, if that makes sense. And I've just been working. Sixes. I don't look at people's record and count them out. I look at Keith Bell, and he was 10-10. But he put me on Dream Street last fight. Was I ready? Probably not. Am I going to say if I was in shape it'd be different? No, because I respect Keith as an athlete. So he showed up, and that's what you got to do. And I feel like I'm gonna show up this week, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. So this is good for me. People can change. If anyone remembers, I don't know how. I think it's Jan Blachowicz or whatever. He was like 1-7 or something. And now he's a light heavyweight champion, so you can't count anyone out. I just got to do my thing, man. When you sign the contract, you're basically signing to take food off my daughter's table. So when you sign it, it becomes personal. So we shake hands and all that stuff after the fight. But until then, he's next.
Stylistically, what kind of a fight do you anticipate come Saturday?
I think he don't want to wrestle me. I guarantee he don't want to wrestle me. I know that for a fact. But I feel comfortable on my feet. I feel comfortable everywhere. Like I said, I've really took the time and really become this fight will prove how much of a mixed martial artist I am. I'm not just a wrestler. My stand-up has got tremendous the last little bit, especially sparring partners that used to piece me up. I feel comfortable everywhere. Like I said, I've really took the time and really become this fight will prove how much of a mixed martial artist I am. I'm not just a wrestler. My stand-up has got tremendous the last little bit, especially sparring partners that used to piece me up. Now they're like, gosh almighty, And I think the speed will really confuse them. I'm a big guy, and I'm still a little thick. You could tell that I'm a bigger guy, but I think when I get in there, he's going to say, oh, my God, how's this guy so fast? I think that's going to throw him off a lot. So we'll see. Like I said, everyone has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth, man. Mike Tyson said it best. So we'll see come Saturday. I don't know what his game plan is, but it'll change.
Do you see yourself getting a finish, or do you think this could go the distance?
I'll go the distance. I'll fight to kill. So, this will be my actually amateur and professional fight. This is my 20th fight, and I've had one fight go to decision. So I go in there to. I mean, if it goes to decision, then good. I'm prepared to go to the decision. I just don't like going to the decision. I just feel like that's not what the big people are looking for. So
for sure,
yeah, Dana White's not looking at people and like, oh, he's a decision king.
That's 100% right. Last question for me: what does the perfect 2021 look like for you? What are you hoping to accomplish as far as your career goes? Where would you like to become 2022 this time?
205 pounds and the UFC. I've finally got that confidence back that I had when I was real young in my career, and now the skill set matches it. So by the time I get later on in the year, hopefully before the Contender Series start to drop, or even if they do one in November like they did this year, I would love to fight 205 and show people how good I really am.
Very, very good. All right. The Hammer, Chandler Cole. You can see him fight this Saturday, January 30th at Showcase MMA16 against Derrick Weaver. Before I let you go, my man, anyone you want to thank or any sponsors you may have, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank Woodbooger Bar and Grill, SAC Rentals. Super grateful for them and their donation to me. I want to thank Legacy Nightlife. They're super good to me. Oh, my God, here I am forgetting people. Southern Steel Tattoos, those guys down there. Anytime I ever need anything, they hook me up. Bump Box, Compex, at Beast Coast, they hook me up. That's up north near your way. They hook me up with gloves and stuff and just keep me wearing the best gear. No weekdays. That's an apparel. They hook me up. And if I'm forgetting someone, please forgive me. Yeah, he caught me off guard. But no. That's all I can think of right now. And just Follow me at Chandler Cole MMA on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm the world's favorite heavyweight on TikTok.